In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I combine three indicators to create a high probability strategy. I make use of moving average line indicator, zigzag indicator, and awesome oscillator indicator to find an entry level in the market. I'm going to be sharing with you the settings of those indicators, the exact candle time frame I use, and also the expiration times I choose with this strategy. If at the end of this video you're able to find value on this content, do ensure you subscribe to this channel. Hit notification bell so you miss any of our amazing videos. As a reminder, everything I'm going to be sharing with you right here on this video is based on my own personal experience in the market. I'm a trader, I'm not a financial advisor, so if you need to take any financial decision, do ensure you consult your financial advisor. So right here on the chart, I'm going to be using a moving average line indicator, a zigzag indicator, and awesome oscillator. So I'm going to come over to the indicator section. Then I'm going to be using a moving average line indicator, zigzag indicator, and the awesome oscillator. So these are the indicators I'm going to be using with this strategy. So the settings of my moving average line comes with the period of 8, moving average, SMA. Right here on the style level, I'm going to be using a white color and I'll be putting it on 3 pixels. So when I'm done, I'll click on save. My zigzag indicator comes with the settings of the deviation as 1, the depth as 5, the backstep as 3. Right here on the style level, at the main line, I'm going to be using a light blue color and I'm going to be setting it to be on 3 pixels. So when I'm done, I'll click on save. My awesome oscillator comes with the settings of the period short as 1, the period long as 29. Right here on the style level, at the upper section, I'm going to be using a green color, while the down section, I'm going to be using a red color. So when I'm done, I'll click on save. So with this strategy, I'll be setting it to be on 1 minute. I'll be using the normal Japanese candlestick, also known as the classic candlestick. Then I'll be setting my expiration time to be on 2 minutes. So right here I found an opportunity. I'm looking out for more confirmation. So the next candlestick has to be going towards the downside direction. I'll go with the first thing I put into consideration is the consistency of a candlestick. Anytime there are consistency of a candlestick, it always shows that the market is stable at that particular point in time. And those are times I always consider as an opportunity level. So immediately I see a consistency of a candlestick lining up, engulfing each other. The next thing I also put into consideration is the intersection of my moving average line and my zigzag indicator. The two lines has to intersect each other, confirming the direction of the market. Once I'm able to see that, the next thing I also put into consideration is my awesome oscillator indicator. The candles has to be printing at least 2 bearish candles. It has to be a fresh production. The production has to be freshly made. It doesn't have to be continuation of a clustered candles, rather it has to be a fresh movement, and it has to be printing out at the lower part of the 0% level, which I have right at this particular point. So immediately I see that, then I find a confirmation to go into the market. So right here I have 22 seconds to go. And right at this point, I make my first win. Right here, I found another opportunity. So I'm going to find an entry level right here. So the first thing I put into consideration is the consistency of a candlestick right here, and also the intersection of my moving average line alongside with my zigzag indicator. So immediately I see that, I also come to my awesome oscillator line. I'm also seeing 2 bearish candlesticks below the 0% line, which also give me another confirmation. Another confirmation I also find right here is the trend. So right here there has been an internal downtrend right at this particular point, giving me a series of a low, a lower high, and I should see a lower low move right at this particular point. So these are things I also put into consideration. So I also considered the trend anytime I want to use this strategy. So right here I have 31 seconds to go. Alright, at this particular point I also make another win. So right here I also find another opportunity. I'm going to be going for 2 position. Considering the trend is one of the things I always put into consideration, alongside with the consistency of a candlestick, and also the moving average line alongside with my zigzag indicator should be able to cross each other, giving me a directional move. The same thing with my awesome oscillator line. I need to see at least 2 bearish candlestick in the case of a down position below the 0% line. Certain things I often put into consideration. So right here I have 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. Right at this point I also make another win. So right here I found another opportunity. I'm going to be going in with this for an up position. So the first thing I put into consideration is the consistency of a candlestick right here, while I also look out for the trend. And right here I'm seeing a series of a high, a higher low, and an expectation of a higher high right at this particular point. The moving average line and the zigzag indicator intersect each other, going towards an upside direction, which also gives me another confirmation. My awesome oscillator line start printing out bullish candles above the 0% line. These are things I put into consideration. So right here I have 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. So right here I have 5 seconds. And right at this point I make another win. So this is where I'm going to stop on this video. If you find value on this content, do ensure you subscribe to this channel, hit notification bell so you miss any of our amazing videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.